What's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys are doing well, safe and sound away from all this craziness. Let me start off by just wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Now, this year, very different than other years. 2020 has thrown me a lot of curveballs. I'm sure many of us watching this, a lot of curveballs been thrown this year. And a lot of negative, things, a lot of fear, a lot of, just a bad year for most people in general. I don't think anybody said, I had like the awesomest year in 2020, but I want to start off by saying that I'm thankful for 2020 because I learned a lot of lessons. I learned a lot of lessons about myself. I learned a lot of lessons about people around me. I learned a lot of lessons about life in general. And I also learned again that my stupid, and I say stupid because I never thought much about it before, but my senior quote in high school. So I fucked off in high school no surprise, right? I didn't really fucking do anything. I was always in trouble. I was always fucking around. And it came time to do the yearbook and you had to pick a senior quote. And I never paid attention to anything. I didn't even know what a senior quote really was supposed to be. So when it came time, they had like a box of quotes that people took this real serious in high school. So they had like 3 or 4 different ones. And if they chose one and they didn't have, they had 5 other ones, they were like, well, we'll just put these in the box for someone else to use in case they can't figure it out. Well, that was me, Mr. Can't Figure It Out, right? So I reach in the box. First one I pull out and I just hand it to the teacher. I don't even read it, right? And she goes, oh, interesting. Nothing good or very bad lasts very long. Interesting quote for me of all people, right? And another interesting thing is my life has been that way. And it's been something that I've remembered, something I've held on to, something I've used as a mantra to get myself through hard times, like heroin addiction, things like that. Nothing good or very bad lasts very long. So it means even if you're having the best time and you're on this biggest high, it's going to fucking come crashing down. You're going to hit just as big a low. But you weather the storm and you're going to be coming back up for another high again. So life is up and down like that, right? And basically it is what you make it. You're going to have to take the good times with the bad times and you're going to have to, suffer through the bad times to enjoy the good times. And neither one of them lasts forever. Awesome. Now, 2020 was exactly like that for me. So I'm thankful for that lesson again because it started off where it was a little weird. Erin and I went off to Cancun for her birthday. While we were there, the U.S. was getting locked down. And we had to get home like right away. And we beat the lockdown before they locked down the country. But we got home. And then we went into lockdown in March. And, things, they weren't good. March, April, May until June, they really weren't good. It was a struggle for most of us, financially, mentally, everything. I was depressed and didn't even know it. Like, that's the first time I've had depression and not even known it because it was a situational thing and not a genetic thing. It just wasn't that good, but we wrote it out. And then in June, things started to change a little bit. The country opened back up again. Or we did in Virginia here anyways. I started training again. The shop gym opened. We went back there. Life started to get back to normal again. And it seemed like that low was starting to come back up again. And then, of course, we ended the year with, myself being moved up from a local and regional judge to a national NPC judge, then an IFBB judge, IFBB pro judge, and then being able to go judge Masters Nationals in North Americans and start head judging these different shows and stuff, and then wind up at the end, in Nationals in Orlando with my training partner, Jorge, getting his pro card, right? Something we worked for 6 months. So I look at it like, again, 2020 showed me that, hey, it started off like shit, but it doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you finish. It doesn't matter how you start. It matters how you finish. And that, it just was drilled into my head again. And it's real life. It's real time. It's real life lessons. It's not just something someone said or, was it a fortune cookie or something? It's legit. It's real. It's my life. It's happening right in front of me. And it is a good reminder that, the negative things that happen, you kind of take those things, use them as fuel, turn them into positives, and then you can actually have this new kind of path you're on. So a lot of those things that were negative, I took them as lessons, and I tried to learn the lessons in each one of those negative things. And I tried to get something positive out of it. What I learned out of it was a positive thing. So here we are, and I'm thankful for the 2020 lessons. I'm thankful for my family and friends still being here. I'm thankful for, of course, if you're watching this, I'm thankful that you're still here because not everybody made it to here. For one reason or another, whether it was coronavirus or it was, I'm going to be real right now, whether it's suicide, depression, not everybody made it to Thanksgiving. So if we're here, we should be thankful that we're here. And another thing that, I was telling Erin last night, so as of today, it's been 24 years since I took my first shot of steroids. 24 years ago today, in the Gold's Gym in Somerset, Massachusetts that Al Thurston used to run. My training partner and I shot, he had done one before I did, but shot my own first Duratestin, which was, no, it's Satahos. No, it was, wasn't Satahos, hang on. It was those ones from Polfa Gelfa, Omnidrins. We took our first shot of Omnidrin today. And that led for another 20 years, pretty much 20 years of me using. So I was in my late 30s, but time just flies. I sat back and I said, I'm thankful for the memory that I have of even that. I'm thankful that I got through all those years of using those things and didn't hurt myself. I'm thankful for where I wound up, even though I, took a chance. I'm just very thankful that, the year went the way it did. And money can't buy what I feel. Money can't buy what I'm thankful for. Like, there's no monetary value in the things I'm thankful for this year, which I think also was another lesson this year. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You can't buy your way out of everything. You can't make it all better with money. And I knew that concept already. When you get locked in your house and you can't go outside for a burger and there isn't any amount of money you have that can fucking help you get a burger outside just to feel like a normal person, you start realizing that all the money in the bank of the world isn't really going to fucking matter. Like, it just doesn't fucking matter at that point. So it was a year full of lessons. And again, I'm just thankful for the way that it turned out and trying to just stay positive for the future. So I hope that you guys enjoy your day. Have a happy Thanksgiving and be safe out there. And let's try to finish this year strong with some positivity. I'm BioStreet and I approve this message, and we're out.